How important is it to clarify your vision, value, and mission? If you struggle to answer that question, consider the fact that Harvard Business Review reports that corporate culture has more impact on revenue and profit than either strategy or structure. In other words, if you want to build an engaging corporate culture that drives business success, you must take the time to clarify your vision, values, and mission. My name is Claude Blanc. I am a business and executive coach. On this channel, you will learn how critical it is to clarify your vision, values, and mission, and how to build an engaging corporate culture led through emotionally intelligent leadership, where your employees are clear about what your company stands for and how they can help the company achieve its goals. Stephen Covey, in his book The Eighth Habit, describes a poll of 23,000 employees across a number of companies and industries. He reports the poll's findings. Only 37% say they have a clear understanding of what their organization is trying to achieve and why. Only 1 in 5 was enthusiastic about their teams and their organization's goal. Only 1 in 5 said that they had a clear line of sight between their tasks and their teams and organization's goals. Only 15%, 1/5, felt that the organization fully enables them to execute key goals. Only 20% fully trusted the organization they worked for. Pretty sobering, but also kind of abstract, right? So Covey uses an analogy. If this were a soccer team, 11 players, that had the same score, only 4 of the 11 players would know which goal is theirs. Only 2 of them would care. Only 2 of the 11 would know what position they play and know exactly what they are supposed to be doing. And all but 2 players would in some way be competing against their own teams. In today's corporate landscape, it is extremely important for leaders to create a clear vision for their company. A clear vision guides your employees in making daily decisions that are aligned with your overall goals. An engaging corporate culture can be created through transparent communication of your company's vision and values at all levels. By doing so, you build a culture in which employees are engaged and motivated by their passion to make positive impact on your business. Employees who feel valued and appreciated will be more likely to stay longer, work harder, and produce better results. This is what happened at Alcoa under the leadership of Paul O'Neill. When Alcoa approached Paul O'Neill about the role of CEO, he was not sure he wanted the job. Alcoa had been struggling. Critics said the company's workers were not nimble enough, and the product quality was poor. Yet, at the top of the values O'Neill wanted to bring to the company were not quality and efficiency. His top value was safety. His goal? 0 injuries. This in an environment that was handling molten metal. This was a value-driven mission that could rally both workers, unions, and management. Nobody should risk their lives to bring bread on the table. However, not everybody was convinced. Some stock analysts thought that Alcoa had hired a hippie. Some managers figured that it was the flavor of the month. But in time, safety led to all kinds of other improvements. To reduce accidents, equipment was better maintained, leading to improved quality. Frontline workers felt empowered to speak up and bring new ideas. One of them came up with an idea which doubled profit on aluminum siding within 1 year. After almost 10 years of O'Neill emotionally intelligent leadership, Alcoa's stock price had risen more than 200%. He demonstrated emotionally intelligent leadership through his self-awareness, his ability to empathize with his workers, and his clear understanding of the environment within which he operated. It paid off handsomely. Emotionally intelligent leaders focus on managing their own emotions first before managing other people's. This means making time for introspection, being cognizant of your feelings, and reflecting on what you are feeling versus just reacting to whatever is thrown at you. It also means learning how to harness your natural emotions like empathy, confidence, and passion, so that you can use them as a strength when dealing with other people in professional settings. But then it is essential of having emotional intelligence in everyone else in the company. It's got to be part of the culture. Emotional intelligence, EI, in short, is a widely used term, but many people are still confused about what it really means. In short, emotional intelligence is your ability to understand your own emotions and those of others and the environment. High EI allows you to read how others feel through their facial expression, their body language. It also gives you a deeper understanding of group dynamics. By being aware of such things as these, you can more easily build rapport with colleagues at any level in your company. Too many business owners flounder because they do not have a clear vision and mission and have no sense of direction and focus. They are in reactive mode rather than being proactive. The vision, mission, and values provide both a rudder and a beacon on the path to success. I have been fortunate enough in having a few great mentors during my corporate career. When we assumed the leadership of Thomson Newspapers, a 169 units newspaper group scattered throughout the US and Canada, I was working for the CEO. He was new to the industry, and so was his leadership team. We had a vision to group the newspapers by market, synergizing and consolidating operation in strategic marketing groups, and keeping only the publisher at a local level. This was a completely new approach, and the rest of the industry was scoffing at us, sure that we would shortly fall flat on our face. Yet the project was amazingly successful, and within 5 years, the rest of the industry was emulating us, was doing the same thing. The vision and mission, clearly communicated from the top, was embraced and instilled discipline and engagement at every level. It was a value multiplier, reducing cost and increasing efficiency. The company was eventually sold. How would this apply to you? By the end of this presentation, you will have the means to apply this to your own situation. To start building an engaging corporate culture, first define your company's vision, values, and mission statement. Clearly communicate these statements to every employee. Ensure each employee knows how his or her role contributes to achieving those statements. Hold regular meetings with employees where they can ask questions about what these statements mean. Encourage open dialogue between management and staff members about how best to achieve stated goals. Celebrate achievements regularly. Celebrate the small wins. When it comes to building a workplace culture, most leaders will tell you that a vision is crucial. The problem is that most of us aren't exactly sure what they mean by vision. That's because we confuse vision with specific goals or objectives. A vision statement is not something that can be easily quantified. It's more than just setting goals. It's about defining your organization's core values. What makes your organization unique and worth investing in? What do you stand for? How do you want people to feel when they interact with your brand? Without these answers, how can you possibly build a strong corporate culture? So, how could you create a corporate culture that inspires passionate people to come work fully engaged, firing on all cylinders? Herb Kelleher at Southwest Airlines did it. Herb was the epitome of emotional intelligence in leadership. The first reason why people at Southwest loved Herb is that he was an amazing listener. When you spoke to him, he was there 100%. You were the most important person to him in that moment. Second, he personified gratitude. He treated everybody at Southwest with respect and dignity. You should treat your employees the way you expect them to treat your best customer. Herb was very approachable and did not make racial, socioeconomic, gender, or class distinction. He had learned that from his mom. When the CEO of another company who was riding the elevator with him and had just ignored two people who had stepped in, asked him how to create such an inclusive corporate culture, he answered, "You can start by saying good morning to your employees." What are your shared visions, values, and mission? The most effective way to drive engagement is by creating a corporate culture that is emotionally intelligent. A great first step in developing such a culture is by articulating your vision, values, and mission as clearly as possible. For example, if you want employees to be innovative, then make sure you define what innovative means for your organization. If you want your employees to be passionate about their work, then make sure that they understand what it means to be passionate and how to demonstrate that passion. If you want your employees to have fun at work, and who does not, then make sure that they know how they can have fun. And then hold them accountable for doing so. How do you communicate these three concepts? When you think about how you are going to communicate your vision, values, and mission to your employees, it is critical that you start thinking about one thing. Why? If we want employees who care about our company's vision, value, and mission, then they have to be able to connect emotionally to them. That means they need to be able to clearly understand why these things matter. Without understanding why these things matter at a personal level, we risk creating engagement challenges down the line and misalignment. Here comes the importance of effective communication tools. Ineffective communication often comes down to ineffective technology. If your company is using convoluted software that does not allow for real-time collaboration, it's a major inhibitor to building stronger bonds in your organization. Start by communicating effectively internally between employees before tackling external communication with clients and suppliers. Remember, you can only have strong relationships outside if you have a strong culture inside of your company. So don't be afraid to spend time on internal communication first. I am the president of CHB Associates LLC and have years of experience as a seasoned businessman. In 2004, I started a business development consulting company. Before that, I had held several executive positions in sales and operations in a variety of large and medium-sized companies. Business owners hire me to help them clarify their vision, values, and mission, set up goals and plans aligned with their vision, and establish benchmarks and metrics to measure progress. My clients achieve success by creating inclusive, emotionally intelligent corporate culture that empowers their team to be engaged innovators. Book a free coaching session with me and find out how you too can build a culture in which employees are engaged and motivated by their passion to make positive impact on your business. Employees who feel valued and appreciated will be more likely to stay longer, work harder, and produce better results. So visit my website at chbassociates.com to set up a time and date for us to meet. Thank you.